So I had this great idea. The idea was that, since I was in the mood for something creamy, that like a polenta, something like that. I wanted to do a healthy version. I could maybe use quinoa, and then mix it with a thickened. By the way, this quinoa I made with chicken stock instead of water. That's why it's got that color. But thought maybe I could make it all creamy with some maybe a little xanthum gum, which is a natural product, if I mixed it in with some chicken broth. Well, at first I thought, well, let's just use a chicken base. The problem is, and I've now circled this. You can see this has MSG in it. I didn't realize it. So since I'm no longer interested in putting toxins in my body, I'm going the natural route. I already took a shot at using it at making a gravy with the MSG type stuff, and that worked out before I actually read the ingredients and what I was making. So what I'm going to do is I took some good chicken stock. This is the best one I know about, and I'm going to take that's about 2/3 of a cup of chicken stock inside of a Pyrex thing, and then I'm going to just dump about 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum right into that. I'm going to use my immersion blender. And right now the chicken stock is not hot. The chicken stock is actually, well, it's cold. And this is pretty well, the xanthan gum is pretty well mixed in now. And I'm starting to make a mess of the kitchen. Anyway, xanthan gum, it tends to break if you put it into something hot. So I'm mixing it with cold, or I should say room temperature chicken stock. And as you can see, it's already thickening up very nicely. And the hope here is that I can use this to thicken up my quinoa and make a little quinoa kind of gravy. So let's give this a shot. Okay, I know it kind of looks lumpy, but it's really not. And we'll mix that in. Okay, so we're kind of got a chicken stocky kind of thing going on. It's starting to look a little creamy. I think I'm going to add the rest of the xanthan gum mix in. So that's the full, I don't know, roughly 3/4, 2/3 of a cup of chicken stock with xanthan gum. And as you can see, it's starting to look real creamy, and actually this is starting to look yummy. Now, by the way, I did heat this quinoa up before I started. So the quinoa is going to be warming up the chicken stock. And actually, it looks like it's pretty well mixed in there now, which is kind of what I was going for. Yum. That's good. I think I'm going to add a little bit of natural sea salt and a little bit of pepper. And then we're going to be good to go. So I've taken a craving for something kind of like a creamy something that would normally be thickened with roux, which is basically thickened with flour and either bacon fat or butter. And I've swapped that out for thickening it with chicken stock and just 2 tablespoons of xanthum gum. Oh my god, that is so good. Yeah, you gotta try this. This friggin' rocks.